Welcome back to Bachelor Buzz, the best place to come for recaps on your favorite show and the latest in Bachelor Nation news. We're your hosts, Arena,
And Julia,
and
great to see you all. Thanks for
great to
coming
see
back.
you guys. I love how you always say it because I always forget. I'm so glad you say that, Julia. Like,
I just
hi.
never want to forget our followers.
And today we are diving deep into who Kelsey A is because last week's episode, episode 5, there were two one-on-ones. Kelsey A was the first one. And I gotta tell you, we saw sparks and she definitely has to be a front runner. So we thought, let's find out who she is and see what we can find online. Not a ton, guys,
Not a
because she's
lot.
just a normal, regular person who posts time to time, but you know.
Yeah, I was looking at her Instagram and it was like what 10 posts in the past year or something. Like she really doesn't use Instagram that much, I think, but you can tell that she's using it more now that she's on Bachelor Nation. And I think her posts were like I think she was private before The Bachelor
Um,
started airing. So she's a more
okay.
private person.
Nice.
Does she have much of a TikTok following? Were we able to find that?
I don't think
Look that
so
up.
because I feel like I was trying to find her stuff on TikTok and I can't remember if I did. Not all of the contestants that are
No,
going far right now have TikToks, which is interesting.
that is crazy. Let
Which
me
is
check.
nice too, though, in a way, but let's see. We're gonna look her up real quick. While we're doing that, so Kelsey A, as we know, she lives in New Orleans right now. She's a junior
Mhm.
project manager for a consulting company, and she does a lot of work with nonprofits. That is something I noticed about her in her Instagrams was that
Yeah.
she really loves helping people and she wants to start her own nonprofit one day. And I love that in the fact that like she working in New Orleans, it's very diverse down there. So she's working with different types of people too. And I
Yeah.
just really love that. I love to see empathy and I love to see that she wants to help everyone. So
Yes.
that's really great about her. And yeah, she was, according to the internet, she was born in Louisiana, but her
Mhm.
parents that we learned were both in the military. Her mom and dad were both police officers in the military. That is tough. Everything about the military is
Yes.
tough, but
Uh-huh.
police officers in the military is
Wow.
amazing.
And they both were. That's how they met. Very
Yeah, and
Jim
that's
and
so
Pam
cute,
situation, right?
right?
Kind of. It's
And
really cute though.
it's so cute.
Yeah.
And I love that. And they lived on U.S. Army bases for most of her upbringing. They lived in Germany for a long time. And then they came back to Louisiana, and she went to high school in Louisiana, but she went to high school in a town called Leesville, I believe it was. Yeah, Leesville, which is 82 miles from Baton Rouge and 441 miles from New Orleans. So she graduated from there, and then she is
And
now in
she
New
was
Orleans.
homecoming queen. You notice
I did not
that?
know that.
Yes, she was homecoming queen. So, she's very favorably looked at in the house with the girls, and then Joey loves her. Like she just seems to have had that spark in her whole life, you know. It just seems like
Yeah.
she's been a sweet girl who people like. So,
Yeah, she seems
happy
down
to
to
see
earth.
that.
So,
Hmm. Like
um,
who she is now is who she maybe has always been. So I like to
yeah.
see that.
And
Hmm.
it's just she's just living her life and not really going out of her way to find fame or anything. She just happens to be on this show. I'm not sure how she got on the show. I haven't found that. Did you find anything on that?
I don't think I saw it, but I can look into it.
Well, no worries. But I was like, looking, I was like, I haven't found anything. So, but basically, what we can say about Kelsey, we saw her on that first night in limo entrances. So I feel like for me, I knew that either she was gonna be a contender or she was just a random bio that they showed because she had the voodoo doll.
We've learned that they have those now.
Yeah, they throw those
Yeah.
in to kind of mix it up and throw us off.
Yeah.
But She was in there and she brought him the voodoo doll, which he actually
Yes.
seemed to like.
Some
I don't,
creepy
let's not
dates and
mess with
ideas on this season, but I thought
yeah.
it was cute. Yeah, I mean, it had a little tennis racket, right? So
Yeah.
it was very thoughtful, and that is one of like the things that I learned through my extensive research online that she's like really into gift giving, and
Yeah.
like it's really important for her to like make something or find something that's really special. So it's cute that she like already did that for him.
Yeah.
Like that was her talent more than
Yeah.
just like a fun, you know, artifact from New Orleans, but like that's just like a special thing she does, I guess, for people.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm glad you brought that up because that is part of her love language then. She likes
Mhm.
to make things for her, the person she's in love with and she cares about. And
Cute.
so she seems very genuine in that way and just seems like just someone who is trying to think of others as thoughtful. And it goes
Mhm.
back to working with nonprofits and wanting to have her own one day. And as Joey has said multiple times, he's been looking for a woman that is compassionate and cares about others. So she obviously has that going on, as do some other women in the house for sure that we can tell, honestly. There are others in the house that are like that too. But yeah, so she is 25 and so only a few years younger than Joey. So not that different. And I really think that date last week, oh my gosh, just he already
They're
seemed like
so
he was in love with her.
comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're so comfortable together. And like, I think also just like his little comments here and there, like, oh, I couldn't stop focusing on you the whole
Mhm.
group day, stuff like that. It's
Yeah,
just like he really thinks of her
he
outside of,
does.
the dates. So,
He does. He
clearly
does.
she's got him. I really like her. I hope she goes far.
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
we
she
predicted she'll
will.
go pretty far, so
We did,
hopefully we're
right?
right.
Yeah, I think we
Yeah, I
did.
think we said top 3 for sure. We'll have to
Yeah,
read back our notes
I
or,
know. Yeah,
listen
we have
back
to
to our
look
last
back.
episode.
Because when we're just recording these guys, I feel like we're just going with our gut. We're just saying what we feel. So I
Yeah.
don't always remember, even though I edit it too, like I don't always remember. Some spots I listen to 20 like constantly because
Yeah,
editing, but like I don't remember, but I believe you and I think and I know
I
you're
think we
right.
do. Yeah.
You're like we're on the money, I think. I think that she's gonna go far and like you said, just the little things that he says around her. Like at the end of their date, he was like, I love to see you smile. And she's all like, and I didn't mean to roll my eyes. I'm sorry, but it's so cute. I'm sorry. He honestly, I'm sure he meant that, of course.
Yeah.
And she was just like, well, I don't know what she said. It was hard to hear it, even with subtitles. They didn't really have it, but like something like, well, it's easy with you, or I'm with you, or something like that.
Right. Oh,
So it was definitely
they look very cute together too.
they do. And that actually brings me to something. I know that this is specifically about her, but I just feel like he has chemistry with so many women on this season. So it's kind of like, oh my gosh, like this is
Yeah,
why it's going to
girl.
get
I really feel
spicy.
like he's just like get getting girls left and right over there, and it's just like, ugh, Joey, you can't let all of them fall in love with you.
Yeah.
Like leading them on, honestly, it's like at some point it is going to be leading on. And he
Oh,
needs
when
to
they get closer.
really cut off the connections that are not strong. Like
That's so
I feel bad saying this, but I hope that he does a big cut soon. Because
Ooh, well, he
I'm sorry.
will
I
for
hope
sure.
tonight,
Is it going to be two or three people tonight that are going to
don't know.
go?
But I'm
I'm not
just hoping he starts
sure. Four.
shaving down the list. Maybe. I don't
So
know.
then we get to
At
the
least it's
top
only
six.
one episode this week. So
Yeah, there's only the one. So,
yeah.
oh
But I
my
mean
God.
technically we lost 4 girls last week, right?
We did, right? Yeah, because the double episode.
So I don't
So
know.
now
I think he needs to make a big decision soon because he's just leading on these girls. They're
he
all
just
falling in
loves
love.
everyone. He's just like,
Yeah.
she's great, she's great. And these are
Yeah.
all, yeah, they all have really great attributes and they're also different too. That I
Mhm.
feel like, I think several of them are just appealing to different parts of him and he's just having
Yes.
maybe a little trouble zeroing in on, but who's the one that I feel like is someone I can like
Yeah.
live, I can't live without, as Gary and
Yeah.
Trista say. Gary
Yeah.
from the Golden Bachelor and Trista, the original Bachelorette, Trista Sutter. But yeah, we will see. I'm really excited to see that. So
Um,
yeah,
what
anything?
else? I
else?
did read that she's always liked good guys. So she's not the type to go for the bad boy, which I respect because, a lot of people go through that phase. But
Yeah.
I think that it shows a level of like, self-respect
Yeah.
that
Yes.
she doesn't go
Yeah.
for those bad boys. So go Kelsey. I'm happy because it sounds like she knows how to figure out if someone treats her right. So,
Yeah.
if Joey and her end up together,
Mm.
hopefully he'll always be showing her that same level of respect that she's used to.
Yeah.
I also read that she is really into like running races. Like she's a
Oh
runner, so she does
yeah.
like a 10K,
Yeah.
and she did a race that Charity and Daunton did
The
in
Crescent
their
City.
one-on-one.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did the same race as them.
Yeah.
That's
Was
kind of
she?
a fun connection. Hmm.
I wonder if she was there when they ran
Yeah, let me
it.
see.
That would be cool. Not knowing she was gonna be
Yeah, maybe she
on there.
was. Seems
And
like she's really into it, so why not?
yeah. No, that would be really cool to see that.
Yeah.
But
And
hmm,
oh, something that did you want to bring up like what you noticed on the first season 1 or I mean season 28 episode 1? Like
what
the
what was it?
about her family on Instagram.
Oh my
I feel
gosh,
like we should
yes.
share that
So
with our viewers.
I
Yeah.
told okay, yeah. So
So Arena picked this up. Very
I was
interesting.
looking at at her stories the first night because obviously like the ones especially who had their bios in the beginning, I was like, and plus he really seemed to like her that first night too, so I was like,
Yeah.
well, who is she? And I looked at her Instagram, and on her stories there was like towards the end, um I guess maybe a friend or relative had put something like they put up a little thing that said like um our bachelorette or something, and
Mhm.
I was like, and I sent it to you, and I was like, wait, do they mean like she's the next bachelorette, or do they mean like she's a
Or like
bachelorette
she's
vying
a
for the bachelor?
bachelorette.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like what?
I don't know. I feel like it must be the latter
Yeah,
because, like, how could she let them post that? Like, I just feel like it would have been erased right away, or
yeah,
like, how are we even seeing that?
right?
So I think it's just like them commenting that, like, she's the bachelorette on the show The Bachelor, but like,
Yeah,
again, the Bachelorette edit really
mhm.
could be for a few girls at this point because we're starting to see more positive,
We
you
are.
know, like coverage of the girls.
Yeah, yeah, and I also feel like another thing that crossed my mind about that was that were they just saying that because they were like she also should be the bachelorette, like because I feel like they
Mm.
haven't chose, maybe they have by now actually, but
Oh,
at
by now,
that
yeah.
point I think they were probably waiting to see how popular the women were that made
Right.
that didn't whoever, no, I don't want to say one, but whoever got engaged to Joey,
Yeah.
that person's out of it. But for all the others that would be potential bachelorettes, like they were already probably going through the process and interviewing them and everything. So I wonder if this was like someone who knew that maybe she doesn't go as far as we think she may go, and they're like, oh,
Mhm.
she should be our bachelorette. I don't
Yeah.
know. Either way, it got me thinking, and no one talked about it. And I was like, this is
Yeah.
weird. But I could
We
just
touch
be,
so many things like that, Arena. It's
yes.
like we're constantly finding these little things and we're like, wait, hold on, why aren't anyone talking about this?
it,
So we talk about it, but like
yeah,
we just need other people to listen to us and then
yes.
talk about it with us.
You know,
So if you're listening, talk to us about it because we
yeah,
want to talk about it. We just need to
yeah.
figure this out.
Yeah. And unfortunately, that story has disappeared because it was like back in January when the
Yeah.
show premiered.
Well,
But
we're bringing it back up,
I should have taken a
digging it
screenshot. I don't
up.
know why I
I
didn't.
know.
Uh,
I can probably actually I can't because I also switched to the Hulu Live. I switched everything, so I don't have cable anymore, but I should be able to watch Bachelor tonight. And
yeah.
you'll be watching it live too though, right?
I should be able to. We'll see tonight. Like I don't know the
Okay.
kids if I'll
Oh,
be
oh
able
yeah, no
to.
pressure. Last
But
week was different.
oh yeah, I had to. But it was so
Yeah.
exciting because then I watched it twice in a night, and I was like, good.
Yeah.
I got my
So
twice in,
fun.
and then I
Ooh,
watched it
oh
again.
yeah. Perfect. You did.
And then that, because I'm all constantly like, did I miss something? What was
Yeah.
that? Ooh, what was
Yeah.
that look? And like,
Right.
that's just who I am. That's what I do. I just love
Perfect.
sociology,
Hmm.
studying people, human behavior.
It's fun, yeah.
Yeah, it really is. But like, so Do we have anything else on Kelsey that we want to share?
Well, I mean, her mom,
Well,
right?
yeah.
So her mom
Yeah.
passed away. Was it 10 years ago?
It sounds
I think
like
she
it
said.
was 10 years ago because during her one-on-one, she said 10 years ago her mom was diagnosed. They gave her 6 months, but 2 months later she
Mm,
passed away.
yeah,
And in her bio at the beginning of the season, she did say that her mom had passed away. And she showed her and her dad and that they have like a really good
yeah,
relationship, which was really, really, really
yeah,
good to hear. Because especially for a woman and a girl, because she would have been a teenager then,
yeah.
when her mom passed away, not to have a woman that you can look to, especially your mom when you're so close to her like she was, that is really hard because then you, as great as your dad may be, he's
Right.
not your mom. And it's hard to kind of, I think you almost feel like you're a motherless daughter. And I'm not speaking for her, but that's just how I felt. Like, no matter how
Yeah.
old you get and you're an adult, you feel like kind of like, I feel kind of like I'm a motherless daughter, even though I'm now a parent
Yeah.
myself,
Right.
because she's not there, and it's not, and when it comes to relationships and this engagement and marriage, you don't have that person to turn to and do the wedding dress shopping or to like look at wedding stuff with and to be there to help walk you down the aisle and things like that, and your spouse never meets them. So
No.
like my husband never met my mom, so he only knows stories, he only knows pictures and things like that. So
Yeah.
it's so tough, and but I'm really glad that she talked about it.
Shared it. Yeah.
Yeah, and
I
shared
do
it.
think that it's just something that's, it's something that will help them understand each other better, and
Mhm.
like it helps him grow in his relationship with her. And like,
Yeah.
I mean, it just makes me just like, oh, Kelsey, I want to give her a hug.
Yeah.
But I think it also speaks to like what a memory her mom left, so that she's
Yes.
able to talk about her so fondly on
Yeah.
national television. But
Mhm. Yeah.
definitely gives us insight into like how she is, and
It
she
does.
loves her family. She wants to have a family of her own.
Yeah.
So,
And
you
she's
know.
really like, yeah, being vulnerable about that and sharing that and just being open. And Joey really likes that. He likes when people can be open with him because it makes him feel good that they're sharing that
Mhm.
with them, with him. But like you said, um, he's not really sharing about himself. So
Yeah.
hopefully we do get to see more something like
I
from
feel like
him.
hometowns, the
Yeah.
light is more shined on him, where like he needs to show the
Yeah.
families that he's like a great guy. So maybe
Mhm.
those will be the times that we learn more about him from their perspective.
Yeah. I hope so. I hope,
But yeah, I do hope that he starts opening up, especially as if he gets any like second one-on-ones with girls.
which
So
it looks like
yeah,
he
he
does.
will. I think he will.
In
Yeah.
those teasers, he
Uh-huh.
does. There's two women that are doing pretty well that it looks like he does another one-on-one with each of them. I don't know if my favorite's in there, but but we're gonna do her profile later, guys. Watch
Yeah,
out for it. We're gonna do a profile on Rachel for sure. So we'll probably do that. We'll see. We'll see when she where she lands, but we're
right.
definitely gonna do one regardless because
Yeah,
I
I
think
feel
she's
like
a front runner too.
her and Maria maybe might be
Yeah,
fun to do a deep dive on her.
Maria definitely, because Maria definitely, she's definitely someone this season that has stood out.
And I could definitely see her as the Bachelorette. Like she already has so much support and
Yes,
like
yes,
publicity that
yes.
it would be fun for people to watch her season, you
It
know?
would. Yeah,
I would like her as Bachelorette.
I think she could be for sure. She would be exciting. I think she would keep things fresh and people on their toes, as Joey
Yes.
says.
Outfit
So
changes left and right.
yes. But that would be so funny. I feel like they would take that and run with it and make
I
it fun.
know. That would be
Yeah,
fun.
so we'll
Yeah.
watch, get excited. We'll have this up. Look for Kelsey, study her interaction with him. See what you think. Is she
I
going far?
know.
Is she a front
Yes.
runner?
I know. We should post more like questions for our viewers tonight. I'm gonna
We
post some.
should, based on
That'll
what
be
we
fun.
see. I'm really excited
Yes.
for the episode. Like, we're gonna see Maria's
Of
most likely,
course.
and who's the other second
Yeah.
one? I hope it's Kelsey T.
I know. I hope
Really
so.
want it to be Kelsey T. I want to see them just one on one with each other and see if there's really something there. Because he
Yeah.
is so like, I'm floating when I leave her. And it's just,
Right?
it's like, come on. Then we need to see this.
Yep. Yeah, tonight should be fun.
Yeah.
So keep an eye out for our next episode.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Posted Tuesday before midnight
Yes.
PST,
Yeah. We see.
not Eastern time like I
There we
thought.
go. Well,
Can't
if it
can't
does
do that.
post, it's great. But by
Yeah,
that, it could.
could be.
It could. But yeah, so thanks guys for joining us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have a
Oh, and
great.
wait,
Oh,
I just wanted to say we didn't mention. So Julia has a fabulous new
oh,
haircut.
oh, thank you.
Show it, show
I had to cut it. It was just too unruly.
it.
Couldn't handle it
It's
anymore.
sharp.
I like it though. It's fun.
Yeah,
It's short.
it looks good, but it's like
It's
not super
comfy.
short. It's just right, I think.
Yeah, it's a lob.
Yeah.
So hopefully I can keep it looking this good every time, but we'll see.
It looks
Because it's a
fantastic.
fresh blowout too. I like got it done literally today. So I'm like, yay.
Just for Bachelor Buzz Pocket. No, I'm kidding.
Just for Bachelor Buzz. I always do my hair and makeup really well before our recordings. Thank
I
God
just
for
show
the
up after
blur
exercise.
blur on Zoom, huh?
I was like, I'm just wearing my exercise stuff. I was like, let's go.
Good for you. Yeah. I love it.
Alrighty.
All
But yeah,
right.
thanks again, guys.
We'll see you next time.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.